We're in a golden age of guitar pedals where there truly is something for everyone. And my offerings into this world are aimed at the guitarists, the musicians who want something different so they can be creative, so they can find their own tones, create their own sound. So yeah, you know, I have huge respect for people who spend a lot of money on authentic copies of original pedals or original pedals. And I also have a lot of respect for gigging musicians who are on a budget and just buy what's cheap and use that. I've been there. But for those of us who are just really trying to create an identity, that's what my offerings are about. I'm trying to add something new and complex into a unit in a way that's very usable and very easy to get creative with. So this is a really hard sell. I have chosen a really hard path because I can't just say, hey, my pedal sounds like this one here but a bit better, because it doesn't. It's its own thing. And I can't say, hey, I've got a 3-band tone control, treble, middle, bass, because I don't want that, and I don't think you guys want that, because you've had that and you've had it enough times you're bored with it. So what is the Grand Classic? It's not a simple evolution of a pedal. I've said sometimes that I was inspired by Sansamp GT2, I've said it a lot of times, but in reality maybe 5% of the circuit left in there is GT2 now, if that, and even then the values are all different. So it's not that. It is a high gain overdrive. I prefer to say high gain overdrive over high gain distortion, because to me distortion generally means clipping and fizziness. This is not. It's like an overdrive but with more gain. It has cool EQs that don't work like other pedal EQs. They work like 3 different studio EQs in one box. You know, but how do I convey that to you guys? I mean, a lot of you guys are just going to get into this and say, hey, this is a cool pedal, but you know, the treble control doesn't work like the treble control on my other pedals, and I don't know what to do with that. So it's a hard sell, and I make no bones about this. You know, and it's a niche market. A lot of you guys just want to sound like your heroes, and that's great. Go out and buy a Kemper. Dial in every tone you ever wanted that's already been done. You know, it has all of them. It sounds perfect. I can't argue with that. You know, you want to sound like AC/DC, you want to sound like Metallica, you want to sound like Judas Priest, just get a Kemper. It'll get you all the sounds you've already heard. But if you want something new and different, you know, it doesn't do that, because that's not what the product was made for. And it's a hard sell. So yeah, if you are a creative musician, want something different, I'm making these videos for you. They're my mini lecture series. Okay, I'm going to try and keep things short and sweet, but they're going to be educational. I'm going to teach you about EQs, I'm going to teach you about harmonics, I'm going to teach you about all sorts of cool and interesting things that are, you know, some of you guys are going to go, oh, I've heard about that, and some of you are going to go, oh, that's too simple. But you know what, most of you are going to sit there and hopefully feel enlightened, empowered, and just be a better musician for it, and that's my aim, and I hope you get that out of it. So without further ado, I'm moving on to the Grand Classic lecture series. See you soon.